Yeah. So, it's like super windy. Okay, so top 3 plant-based tips for Christmas. And okay, so top 3. I've been vegan since 2004. It is almost to 2020 right now. And while I'm eating my hair, I'm going to show you. I'm going to tell you rather what I've learned that are top 3 tips. If I can get the lighting right and everything. Okay, we'll just walk. Let's walk and talk. This will be great. Okay, so number 1. Christmas time is a wonderful time to celebrate, to give and to receive gifts, and to receive and to give love. So if you get, okay, so if you're newly plant-based, then I would say definitely just be confident in yourself. So in other words, okay, so when I first turned vegan, my brother would like attack me verbally, be like, well, why shouldn't I eat, dairy, and like prove it to me, and just aggressive and all that. And so you'll either get that, or you'll get people that are curious, or, oh, like, why aren't you eating meat? Or should I not eat meat? It just makes people think about themselves and their choices. So I would say, you can even be curious and be like, I'm trying this out because I heard, like, when people ask me why I'm vegan now, I have so many answers depending on how they ask. But basically it's like, you can just basically say it's working for you, and that doesn't say anything about them, and you don't have to say that part, but basically that you're trying it for yourself. So in other words, when I say be confident in yourself, just this is the evidence that you've seen makes it that it works. If somebody's like, oh, well, you'll die being on a vegan diet, you can be like, well, there are NHL players or NFL, I don't watch sports, NFL players that are now vegan, For me, my former business partner, his dad reversed arthritis with the vegan diet. It's like, I'll still be friends with you if you want to eat meat, but this is something that I'm doing for my health, and I'm actually really interested in it. Or you can even just be even more curious than that and be like, this is something I'm really committed to trying, and I'd really love your support. Boom. What are they going to say to that? No, I'm not going to support you. Well then, okay, well then your opinion doesn't matter. But if you say something like that, like something clean, something clear, something humble, you can proselytize if that works for you, but most people, if you tell somebody, then you've told them. But if they look it up, or they get little tidbits from you, and they remain curious, you could be like, well, I watched a couple documentaries, and family, growing up, we would go for a walk on Christmas, and I would say the more you can, so that's why I say be active. Like, if you can bring people on a walk with you, for example, then you can talk, you can walk, and it'll be a lot more fun. It'll give you something to do. I find that sometimes family members kind of, whatever, I don't know, coworkers, wherever you are. Friends don't tend to pick at you, but people tend to do that when they're bored, like idle hands. Is okay, if you're going into a situation where you'll have temptation, write down your goal. So, like, why you plant-based? Why do you want to keep that way? Just the why. Because if you have the why, you'll stay on focus. Second thing, you might want to write out temptations. Like, if your cousin is going to bring, I don't know, like a ramen noodle dish or Oreos or something. I guess Oreos are vegan, actually, but they're not that healthy. Okay, like a chocolate dish, or, whatever your temptation is, chips. Write that out, and then write out an alternative of what you're going to do. So that temptation, and then an alternative of what you're going to do. And so that when that inevitably comes out, you can strategically go for a walk, or offer that dessert to somebody else first, or just realize that if you wait this out for an hour, your body will be better off. So in that moment when a craving comes up, or that trigger food comes up, you can basically avoid it because you're prepared. So if you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail. But if you prepare, then you don't fail. And it's great. So yeah, I would just be prepared, because you know what things are going to pop up or crop up. So, you know, when you bring a dish, that's part of that shield. When you anticipate comments and practice the humble response, that's another shield. Basically, you want to be so positive and so prepared that, and that's where also like the technique of the gratitude and the exercise. It's just another tool in your arsenal to be able to get outside. So often, you know, food is not everything. It's also what you can do to make things better around that. So I hope that makes sense. Those have been things that have worked for me, and I hope that they work for you. I know that they will. But yeah, really writing out triggers. I think that also works in kind of daily life. You know, if you're in a work scenario, for example, if you're in a work scenario, for example, and you have certain triggers that come up, like that one coworker that brings, I know, Kit Kat bars or something, you know, you can just, the more you make a habit of avoiding it or being prepared for that scenario, the less it'll be a trigger. So yeah, Christmas time, you know, is very concentrated. It's very concentrated. Thanksgiving and Christmas. Basically, Christmas time is meant to be enjoyed. So if you can like craft your approach so that that's exactly what you do, and you're prepared, then you'll win. Hey, look, I found a flower. Ah. I love these. They don't smell like anything, but they are very beautiful. So yeah, so I mean, like, you know, maybe definitely come prepared with food. Basically, if you do that, you'll be set. If you bring enough food where you're satisfied and you can share it, then like the plant-based thing is going to be so easy for you. And then if you're prepared mentally for any temptations that come up, then it'll be good. If you you know, I have one family member that actually doesn't even eat at Christmas, and you know, I guess that's an option too. Like if it's really gonna be triggering, then, you know, I suppose you could always fast. It's freaking difficult and it can create problems. But anyway, just whatever technique works for you, right? So one of the reasons why I was inspired to make this video is also because I am wearing a tight shirt, and I don't know if you can see, I'm using also a henna tattoo, basically to see what it would look like. But it's the kind of tattoo where basically you'd have to have like a six-pack year round, or like at least a flat stomach. So I used to be afraid to wear shirts that were tight. So I don't know if the camera can kind of show, but like it's anyway, it's nice and tight, and I can go for a walk and not have to worry about what it looks like. And I remember even when I was vegan, that I would be so full of watermelon, you know, or whatever kind of food. It was still whole food, plant-based, but it was just so bloating the way that I was having it. I wasn't excited to go outside. I still made myself because I'm athletic, but, you know, I know what it's like to be even slightly overweight and not enjoy that. I know what it's like to be searching out a plant-based diet for the best way, and I know what it's like to be enjoy your life on a plant-based diet as well. So I know this is more of a walk and talk, informal, not like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a little bit more casual, but Christmas time is meant to be enjoyed, and a plant-based diet is meant to be enjoyed. So anything that I can do to help, I am happy to tell you like what I know that has worked for me. It enables me to wear the clothes that I want, to go out, to live in Maui, to wear a swimsuit on a daily basis and feel good about myself, to eat plant-based since 2004, to have worked my way through a couple different diets and finally found what works for me on a vegan diet, and what could possibly work for you, especially if you've struggled, either with weight or even with a plant-based diet or vegan diet. So yeah. So anyway, I hope that this helps. Again, bring food, be prepared mentally, and you will have a great Christmas. And if you don't, it'll be over soon. So either way. All right, I hope you guys are doing really well. And I will talk to you really soon. Actually, we are going to have a 5-day healthy eating challenge in the Optimized Plant-Based Health group. So we'll see you there. Definitely join on Facebook if you're not already a part of it. And yeah, and join on it. It's totally free. We'll be giving out info. And then from there, I'm going to be doing a beta course, my first ever sort of walkthrough on how to transition healthfully to a plant-based diet and be slim, be happy, and be yourself. I'll see you guys soon. Ciao.